Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to Fun in the Kitchen with April. So today, I'm going to show you how to make some good mac and cheese for the holidays. You know, we have the holidays coming up pretty soon, and I just want to get a jump start on this, and I really want to show you how to make this mac and cheese. In fact, I've had a couple of requests for my mac and cheese. So I'm going to show you what we need to do to make that, and then I'm going to show you how to make some good fried chicken. Okay, so for this good mac and cheese, these are the things that we need to make this great mac and cheese. So I use extra sharp cheddar, pepper jack, and colby jack cheese in this mac and cheese recipe. Then we're going to use one whole red pepper and one whole green pepper. Now these two are optional. You don't necessarily have to use the red and the green bell pepper. Then you want to use one egg, elbow macaroni, some butter, and some evaporated milk. And I've already shredded up my cheese because I like to shred my own cheese. So I shredded it up, and we're already preparing the noodles. They're being cooked, and I'll show you how to put everything together once our noodles are done. Okay, and we are back. So what we're going to do is take about a tablespoonful of butter, and I'm going to put this in here and give that a stir around because I want to coat my macaroni. And remember, you only want to cook your macaroni noodles al dente. You want to do that because you do not want mushy noodles, and you want to make sure that they still have some of that firmness because they're going to go back in the oven, and here's that firmness. They're going to go back in the oven and cook some more. So you don't want them to be mushy and real flexible. You want them to still have a little bit of that firmness that they have to it. Also, I don't salt my water when I'm boiling my noodles because I'm going to add some season oil which has salt in it. So I don't salt my water. I just add a little oil to my water so the noodles don't stick, and that's it. I don't want any salted water. So I'm going to go ahead and season my noodles with some seasoned salt, and I'm going to give that a mix around. Yeah. So you really want to have this good recipe for the holidays. You know, with the holidays coming up, you know, mac and cheese is an important dish, and it has to be made right. It has to taste good. So you cannot mess this up, and this is why I'm giving you this recipe because this is simple. You can't mess this up. Everybody wants great mac and cheese for the holidays. So I have that in there, and that's mixed up really nice. You can see how nicely the season is into our noodles. Okay? So next, what I'm going to do, I am going to add my red bell pepper. Now, you don't have to add these. The red and green bell pepper is actually optional, but when I make it this way, everyone loves it. So you don't have to add these, okay? But I'm adding them to my dish today. And if you want to try it that way, please, I think you'll enjoy it. You know? And also, I want to remind you to comment and let me know if you've been enjoying these recipes. And if there is something you'd like for me to cook, let me know and I'll cook it for you. I will show you how to do it, you know? Now see, also, when you add those red and green bell peppers, look how pretty that makes your macaroni noodles look. And you know what? I think I may add just a tidbit more of seasoning. Just a little bit. There we go. Because you don't want too much, because your cheese also can be a little salty. Okay? And there we go. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so next, what we want to do, we want to go ahead and add our egg that we already mixed up. Because remember I told you you need one egg. So I've already mixed up my egg, and we want to add that to this, okay? To our mixture that we have already. Okay? And you want your noodles to be cool because you don't want your eggs to cook inside these noodles. Okay? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my cheese in here. My mixture of the pepper jack, the colby jack, and the extra sharp cheddar. I'm going to add that in a little bit at a time and mix it up so that this gets everywhere. We want that good cheese everywhere. Okay? Look at that. I know for the most part, most people like mac and cheese. And I'll tell you, if you have a bad batch of mac and cheese during the holidays, it really makes you mad. You know, that's an important dish. You cannot be messing up the mac and cheese now. That is important. Okay. So I'm slowly adding in my cheese and I'm mixing it up because I want to make sure that it gets everywhere. I want every bit of the noodles to have cheese to it. And you see, I got my nice mix here. And I want to make sure that everything has that cheese on it. There we go. There we go. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and add 1 can of evaporated milk. And remember to shake it well. You want 1 can of evaporated milk. There we go. And I promise you, if you follow my directions, and again, if you don't like the bell peppers, you don't have to put the bell peppers in it. But I promise you, if you follow the way I'm doing this mac and cheese recipe, you can't go wrong. You will have yourself one great dish of mac and cheese. I don't believe in using processed cheese, so you will never see me put like the Velveeta cheese or anything in my mac and cheese. I don't believe you need to use processed cheese in a good mac and cheese. You need to use some real cheese. That's what you need to use when it comes to mac and cheese. We don't want processed cheese. We need to use the real cheese. And you don't have to shred it up yourself. I just prefer to shred it up myself because to me, it seems like if I shred it, it gives it a fresher, more cheesier taste with that shredded cheese. Okay, so you see, I have all of that mixed in there nicely. And then, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer this into my dish that I'm going to use to bake my mac and cheese. So give me a second, let me get my dish. Okay, so now as you can see, I've transferred it into my baking dish. And I'm going to put it in the oven on 350. And I'm going to cook this for about 40 minutes. I've also saved a little bit of the cheese in here because I want to dress the top of it at the end with some cheese on the top and let that melt nice, okay? So when this is done, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, and I am back. Now I'm going to show you how to fry up some chicken legs. Now I've already cleaned this chicken and I've patted it dry because you want to have it, you don't want a lot of water on it. You want it to be dry. So now I'm going to season it, and I've also seasoned my flour. So I put a little pepper, a little onion powder, garlic powder, and my secret, a little bit of curry powder onto my into my flour. And that gives it just a little bit of a different taste. And when people taste it, they'll say, what is that? So I think you'll enjoy that if you decide to try it that way. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use a little bit of my adobo and sprinkle my chicken with a little bit of the seasoning. And I have to move this chicken around a bit. And you want to make sure when you're cleaning your chicken to make sure you get all the little hairs and any fat that's on it. You want to make sure to get that off. Okay? So now I'm sprinkling it with a little bit of curry powder. And I'm going to turn it over. Turn my chicken over. There we go. There we go. And we're going to season it again with the same season we just used. And I also put some pepper into that flour mixture there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of my curry powder on there. Okay? And I kind of like to bring it together like that. Make sure that all the seasoning gets on there. And I think you'll find this is really simple. I mean, you can add any type of seasoning you want to. This is just one of the ways that I season my chicken. I think I need a little bit more. But this is just one of the ways that I season my chicken. And this is a simple way, so I decided to show you guys. And I think you'll like it. And just kind of get them all together there. There you go. Just like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put it in our bag. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in the deep fryer. I'm going to shake up the bag and put it in the deep fryer. Now, if you don't have a deep fryer, you can use a large pot, your boiler, and you can fill it with oil and use that as your deep fryer. Okay? It works the same way. Okay, there we go. We're getting all that chicken in there. All that chicken in there, because I want to make sure that I get every bit covered when I start to shake it up. I'm going to rinse my hands right quick, wash them with some soap, and again, always make sure, especially when handling raw meat, that you clean your hands, and even before cooking, wash your hands, because nobody wants food that's been handled by someone nasty. So you want to wash your hands, okay? And after handling raw meat, wash your hands again. Okay, so now I'm going to give this a good shake, just like that. Just like that. Let me see if it's all coated. Okay. And this is what you want. This is how you want your chicken to look. Nicely coated, just like that. Okay? Just like that. So I'm going to put this in my deep fryer, and I'm going to show you how I put it in my deep fryer, and you can see what the deep fryer looks like. So I'm going to move you over here. So give me a second. Okay. So I have my deep fryer set on 350, and I've let it heat up so the oil is nice and hot. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this chicken that I just coated with that nice seasoned flour, just like that. I'm going to just put it right into my baskets here. I have 2 baskets, and I think I can get 3 pieces of chicken in here. Yep, in each basket, and that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll do the rest when these are done. And I'm going to let this cook. And I'll show you, you don't want any blood or anything in here. So we're going to cook it until it really starts to float really good, and then we'll check it, okay? And I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, and here is our mac and cheese, all baked up, ready to eat. And when I plate it up, I'll show you the chicken and everything and how well our meal came out today. And I hope that you enjoy this recipe. I think you will, because the holidays are coming up and we don't want to mess up mac and cheese. That is an important dish. I can't stress that enough. We do not want to mess up mac and cheese. So if you follow this recipe, you will have no problem. All right, and here is our dinner. We have some cornbread, mac and cheese, green beans, and our juicy fried chicken. And I open it up a little bit for you so you can see how nice that's cooked. And that's how you want it to look. It looks and it smells great I cannot wait to dig into this. And I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Also press the notification bell so you know when I have another great recipe for you to enjoy. And if there's something you'd like for me to make, please let me know and I'll make it for you.